Greetings and salutations, Pokemon fans and Pokemon haters. I don't think there's any Pokemon hater in here, but if there is, well, find better uses of your time. We are back with another fantastic SPL game. I don't know, I say fantastic, but I honestly don't know if it will be fantastic. I sure hope so. And we have Brian against Harshest. Okay, so what do we have here? Teams look quite similar. They aren't that similar. So it's only 3 months, 4 months. Right. So Brine has Slowbro, Grounds, Celebilatius. Harshest has got a Keldeo Rotom Wash. I think Harshest is slightly favored here. Rotom Wash plus Lando is pretty tough for this team. Because not like both players have kind of the same issue here, right? There's some Volturn going or just U-turn, and then you don't really have that many good switch-ins into stuff. Depends on a few things though, like who's the rocker, who's the scarfer. It depends on that. For So if Harshest is say Bug Keldeo, then yeah, obviously this is an easy stone for him. But I don't. This does not look. I mean, it could be right because it kind of opens up the Rotten Wash a bit, but it doesn't really do much with the rest of the team. I don't know. Um, for Brian, he's got Slowbro that feels kind of random in here. Like, well, whatever. Selby, Lando. Okay. So what do we lead with? I'm expecting both to lead with Lando Rosterian. Although there's a decent chance Harshest is Scarf, so maybe it's not the best. I will lead Rotom Wash if I were Harshest, and Landorus if I were Brian. I feel like one of these two Landorus is Scarf, and one of these Ekadri is Scarf. But crossed, right? So one of the two players, I think, has Scarflando and lefty Seska, and the other one's got Scarfesca and whatever Lando's set. That's my prediction. It would make more sense for Brian to have the Scarfesca, I think, because he's got a pretty solid in Slowbro, and you can get a lot done with like except a Slowbro. Like you Iron Head into Lando, do 30% to it, and then immediately go Slowbro, and the Lando airquakes you for 20%, and then U-turns on you for 25%, and then U-turns on you, takes Rocky Helmet. Even if it switches out, it takes rocks, that's fine as well, and Slowbro can just slack off or whatever. So that's totally fine. That's why I think this will scarf. But yeah, let's see. I will lead Rotom if I were Harshest. It also depends on my Keldeo set, but I wouldn't lead Keldeo here. It's kind of it's a bit of I hope my opponent leads Landos kind of pick, which I really don't see why. Let's get into the game. Andorus and Celebi. Huh. Did they go a layer above my chain of thought? So it's like, oh yeah, it's leading Rotten Wash, so I'm leading Celebi, and is leading Lando, I'm leading Lando. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. It worked out for Harshest, I would say, unless this is like Specs HPIs, which I've seen worse. But yeah, immediate into Slowbro, U-turn, crit. Oh, ouch. Rocky helmet. Man, that's a bad crit already, because without the crits, Slowbro now will be 100% if it came back in, except now it can't come back in for free like that, so it will only be like 75%, minus potentially rocks. Oh wait, is this Rocks Teeter? We've seen a lot of Rocks Teeter this SPL so far, and sure enough it is. Okay, land versus Teeter, what do you click? U-turn, nice. You have to go Keldeo, there's no, I mean Celebi, there's no other out. Keldeo does not have leftovers. Do you scout it? No shot, right? Because your scout will have to go to your Scarfed ground type. Hmm. But you have to gamble that it's not bug. I believe that's the that's the optimal play. Looks like it isn't indeed. Okay, rocks up, but nice Hexka, immediate Hexka. We don't know enough about the teams still, so. Okay, Orlando. This probably means it's not Scarplando because. Oh, Toxic Dodge. That's pretty annoying. Obviously, Paralyzed Lando would be fantastic for this. You have your Lando and your own Excadrill. Oh, it's Small Breaker Esca, so this was not obvious, but realistic. If you're Brian, I will just U-turn. It's you could Earthquake maybe, but I think yeah, U-turn makes more sense. And you go Slowbro. Okay, so Slowbro has a problem here that is you have to click Slack off, but if Rotom Wash comes in, then you're kind of stuck in a vortex, trapped in the vortex. What else do you do? Nah, just slack off with Slowbro. If you Scald, I mean, if you burn Rotom, fantastic, but that's a bit of a gamble. Oh, Keldeo. Okay, nice slack off. And now what? Who are Lando here? Man, I'm the best ever. Did you Arlando lose? No. Twitter is a good shout though, because if it indeed is like say HP Ghost, you've seen no lefties. You can go Titar on the Ghost or Bug even whatever and see the damage, and then if it ends up being specs, you can pursue it, and that's the end of Keldeo almost. And yeah, that's. I mean, Titar is whatever this game anyway. Double ground Kelly or Autumn Celebi, that's. You're never getting much value out of Titar, so you can. This is a good Titar. That said, if you went Landolus, it would have been epic. Alright, let's see. Doubles. Ooh, that's a very aggressive. Actually, it's not like it is aggressive, but again, Titar is not that useful this game, and it's Moldbreaker Escadrille revealed. So you wouldn't die to Earthquake, and so might as well damage the Escadrille, because it's kind of annoying for this team. It's Toxic Esca against Lobronando. So I don't mind this Fire Blast, and especially now that Celebi is in. Like, what does the Celebi do? Do you button pass out? But then your Celebi is slow. U-turn! Okay. Crunch. Right, so when a new player comes into Black and White, we always tell them, you should use button pass to bypass Tyranitar's pursuit. But we've been doing that for so long that nobody pursues Celebi anymore, so I guess you can U-turn in SPL and your opponent will never pursue you. At least not the first time. The second one maybe, but by the second time, Titar is chipped enough where Celebi might just win the exchange. Hmm. Is Harshest genius? Maybe. Okay, so Tyranids are crunched. I don't know. Why not Fire Blast the Celebi though? If you expect, I guess it covers recover. But that also doesn't make too much sense because what Celebi recovers on a Titar like that? Crunch does more damage than you recover, even if it's still attack. Crunch is the safe mode though, so that's totally fine. Ooh, Ban. I mean, yeah, it's just Titar is worthless this game. It's already done more than I expected it to do, and now you can double. I mean, switch out, not double. Oh, very nice toxic. Is this protect? Nah, usually you run stabs, stocks. Oh, okay. Kelder comes out, back to Titar. Yes, probably a good play. Ooh, pump miss. Pump in sand, this is specs, so you probably can switch to Celebi if you want, or maybe scared of potential belt pump in sand. Maybe, but that seems very unlikely. And indeed, it was not belt in sand, right? Okay, but now we have a Tyranitar problem. I'm assuming this is Carfax Cadril, because it's left to Islando, and conversely, this is Scarflando with Excadrill. Alright, as I said in preview. Cool. What do you do here as Celebido? Do you button pass out? You have to, but what do you send? Do you send Escadrille? A bit too risky. Esca is not great against what's left so far, but you don't want to give up a free kill to Titar of all mons. But Landros is toxed, and this guy, I mean, it's a psychic type switched on a dark type. That's me personally, I would bet on pass to Escadrille though. Harshest, if I were Harshest, I would just crunch. Let's see if Brine agrees. He goes Lando, that's also fine. This is leftist Lando, but it's Rox Celebi, so this Lando is not Rox likely, and it's instead what, knockoff? Makes sense. So you knock off, say, Skermory or Rotom Wash, and you make Escaril's job much easier. Okay, nice. Just Iron Head here. You can double out to Lando, maybe, or even Celebi. Yeah, Celebi is probably better. Okay, this is a very good game so far. Both players are switching out pretty aggressively. And you get rocks up here as Celebi. You need rocks. It makes Escalade so much more dangerous. Even this late-ish into the game. Battle pass to Landorus. I think this is a bit too obvious. Oh, never mind. It worked out. Wow. Do you Iron Head or do you Rock Slide? Or Ixis or whatever this guy runs. Return, whatever. Okay. Nah, you Iron Head. I mean, if you Rock Slide into the Rotom, you will hail as the genius of this game, but I mean, that's not what you want to happen. If you Iron Head and you do like 15% plus rocks, that's okay, I think, for you. Just Iron Head, man. Yeah. He has to click. Oh, 12%. Oh, that's so sad. What's the Latios set? Hmm. But I think Brian is practically winning this game from this spot, right? I mean, he hasn't won, but he's in a very good spot. The only problem will be if he gets outplayed by Titar like soon. Very possible. Actually, does he have enough sacks? So you need to save the Celebi. That's for sure, because you need it for Rotom and Keldeo. So you bet on pass out. But to what? Slowbro? Problem with Slowbro is that you may be opening yourself up to a Landorus T end game, but I guess it's fine still. You have your own Lando and a Latios full health, so okay. Don't get crit. Okay, cool. This going great. What? No, 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 no. No. Why? What was the point of this switch? Okay, okay, sure. You you're thinking, okay, if I Iron Head into a Rotten Wash again, it sucks, and it does. It mega sucks. But so what? You're so close to winning. You just need a little bit more damage, and Latios is that little bit more damage you need. You can go Slowbro this turn. Goodbye Slowbro. Who cares? You can go Lando this turn. Probably better to go Slowbro. Who cares? But don't double like this to catch a Rotom. Is it still winnable? Probably yes, but you have one less Smog now. Um, Click Rock Slide. Oh, never mind. Iron Man is better. Oh man. Hard Celebi. This is not the. Nah, this is fine. Good play. Not only because he flinched, but anyway, you have to go for it at this point, else you just lose. So you're kind of forced to do this. Okay. Switch to Rotom Wash. That's fine. Now you go Celebi. Okay, Keldeo is dead. Fantastic news. If it's grass moves Celebi, you don't care. I think you just recover. This is kind of a conundrum for Brine, right? If Harshest goes for the mega aggressive U-turn and his Celebi is faster, which it is probably, judging by the sun damage turn. What? No, wait. Brine's Celebi is faster, so you just recover here. Um, okay. Please recover this turn, you're faster. Utor will do 40% or whatever, and then your opponent is forced to go Landorus, on which you can go Slowbro, and you can win this game, but not anymore. Now it's over. Actually, is it? Ah, it's fine. Use Luck Off with Slowbro here, and then it's perfectly fine. Okay. This is the hard part. Do you go Lando? Going Lando. Slack off. Okay, it's okay. If you have T-Wave on slow, bro, this is still fine. You T-Wave here. And hope this is not Leaf Storm. If it's Leaf Storm though, it's cooked. As the kids say nowadays. Okay. Thunder Wave up and Psychic. Okay, Skull. Good call. You if you burn this, you may force a recover eventually, and then you can maybe switch on it or double around. I don't know, whatever. Ooh, this is a dangerous game we're playing. With okay, got okay, very good burn. Right, now you slack off with slow bro, and then this Celebi will be should probably recover this turn if he wants to win. Two people want to win. That's not a given. Right. You have to go Lando this turn, I think, else you mm, do you want to go Lando? Oh, this is so dangerous. Okay. Yeah, please switch to Lando this turn. If you say okay, so here's the idea. You sacrifice Lando to Celebi because it will die. Um, Unless you get it on a recover, but that's not necessary anymore because Celebi is so low. Landorus dies, you go Excadrill and click Rock Slide. Your opponent does Rock Slide kills Rotom from here? No, probably not. But you can flinch it. You have to, but if you flinch it, you win. If your opponent goes Landorus, you just start a Slowbro and then it's done, probably. Because if you do what's happening here, I mean, you risk getting created or full parad on a psychic turn, and then you don't have the Slowbro anymore. And sure enough, does it matter? Probably not. Oh, um, no, you lose 2 HP ice, Scarf. That's why you need a Slowbro alive and to sacrifice Landorus. Okay, yeah, of course. Kill the dice to rocks or whatever. Yeah, this is just a Scarf HP ice clean. Okay, that third Latios looked very weird to me. I'd rather just attack there with Exca. If you expect a switch, just click another move. And not Iron Man. Like, I don't know. I feel like Brian was in control for most of the game. And then this late game was a bit not optimal, and obviously the Latios switch, but that's whatever. It was still winnable afterwards, so okay. Well, there's not much to say about the game. Like I went, I've been quite in depth, I think, during the game already. Anything interesting about the teams? You turn on Celebi, as I said. You turn Thunder with Record Psychic. This is a weird Celebi set. This maybe was kind of common many moons ago, but nowadays you don't really see it. U-turn is nice because, as I said, nobody pursues it anymore. Another Specs Keldeo Titarok squad. We already seen another one this week. Hmm. I mean, it's nice, right? Keldeo in Sun. It's annoying because Keldeo takes some damage, but the only ones that actually can switch into Specs Keldeo, one is Jellicent, who gets completely destroyed by Tyranitar, and also dies to, say, HP Ghost. I don't know if this Keldeo was Ghost. It looked like grass to me because it definitely had chances to click Ghost or Bagmu on the low Celebi at a couple of points into the game. So I'm going to guess this is grass, which makes sense. You can snipe a Gastrodon for your Rotom, although you do have Celebi, so it's a bit of a I don't know. But obviously, it's a nice play still. 'Cause, yeah, actually, Celebi is kind of walled by Astron. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, pretty fun game. It was a bit of a couple of strange plays here and there, but overall, well played by both. It was quite entertaining. Lots of good doubles from both. And yeah, good job, guys. Keep it up. And see you next time.